The name INEOS is relatively unknown to India. This British conglomerate is into renewable energy and generating sustainable energy from waste material. But it also has an automotive division that makes kick-ass and super capable off-road SUVs. Its flagship model is the Grenadier. And I recently drove one and took it, well, off-road.
The development of this car goes back just a few years. The idea was, of course, to make a super specialist niche vehicle that really focuses on its go-anywhere capability. It's not a car for everyone, and it was designed that way.
It is one seriously capable off-road machine from a sheer mechanical point of view and has some of the best equipment money can buy.
Now, with most off-roaders, within the first few minutes of even the slightly challenging terrain, what it is really capable of. Being a sort of a spiritual successor, if you will, to the original Defender, the whole idea here is to be really true to this particular nature of the car being able to go anywhere. And that's something you catch on to with the Grenadier right away.
Heavy-duty Carraro beam axles and an Eibach 5-link coil suspension with anti-roll bars. A ZF 8-speed automatic transmission channeling power through an INEOS-designed tremec-built 2-speed transfer case. Dana Spicer CV joints and prop shafts, Eaton locking differentials, Brembo brakes and Bosch electronics.
You've got to have the creds to go off-roading big time with a car like this. So of course, it's no surprise that you've got the statistics as well. The approach angle is 35 degrees, departure is 36, and then of course the ramp breakover, 28 degrees. There's also an 800mm wading capability.
INEOS has not stopped with just those mechanical aspects, and the off-road SUV also gets electronic assists like off-road and wading drive modes and hill descent control. And while all of those are good, the basic mechanical foundation is pretty incredible and also translates to decent performance on the tarmac.
Even the sheer bulk of this vehicle, we're talking about something that weighs more than 2.5 tons. It's surprisingly nimble, not just on the road, but in terms of simple things like the turning radius and its maneuverability, even through narrow streets or when you're in traffic. That is a part that will really surprise anyone who has their first experience in this car.
That said, the wipers aren't great and the steering could be a lot better when on the road. Inside, you find the cabin is very function and utility oriented. While there is a touch screen with things like Apple CarPlay, you also get a whole host of buttons and switches, some even mounted on the roof. The idea is that you should be able to operate all functions quickly, reach them easily, and even with thick workman gloves on. The seats come from Carraro and are very well suited to the job. That panel on the roof has off-roading or powered accessory related functions, but it makes you feel like you are about to take off in a plane, isn't it? The Grenadier has front, side and curtain airbags, ISOFIX, ABS, stability and traction control, wading and those are the drive modes, tire pressure monitoring, and ADAS functions like emergency braking and lane departure warning. The Grenadier is available in 3 variants: a base 2-seater with cargo utility, the Trial Master, which is skewed towards hardcore off-roading, and the slightly more plush Field Master. My test car is the Field Master in shale blue. Nice color, ain't it? A 4-door pickup version is called the Quartermaster, and you get a body style called Station Wagon as well.
Being a specialist off-roader, it goes without saying that it has the ladder frame construction. The whole capability has been baked in from word go into the platform. There is an association with BMW for the powertrains, so you got the 3-liter inline 6, that's the petrol. The diesel as well is the 3-liter, also from BMW. Both engines have been really well proved, and even in our market we know them really well. They've had multiple applications, and in this one too, it's pretty effortless.
The 8-speed automatic from ZF is a good fit given the massive levels of torque churning through this beast. Next to the gear shift is a ball-shaped 4-wheel drive shifter for the low-range transfer case. The car is effortless and powerful when slugging through all kinds of off-road terrain. Does it pretty easily. And by the way, that is permanent 4-wheel drive. INEOS has no plans to bring the Grenadier or its business to India. But there could be an importer model adopted for enthusiasts in the future with limited volume. This is an expensive car to begin with, retailing for about $80,000 to $100,000. With our import duties, that means the car could be a whole lot more, at about 1 crore 75 lakh to 2 crore rupees.